Okay, so the process for a disability claim is really no different than the process for any civil claim. A claim is commenced by filing a statement of claim. Under our court rules, a defendant has 20 days if served in Manitoba to file a defense. Rarely, if ever, do the parties insist on that 20 days. Inevitably, when you serve an insurance company, they're going to hire a lawyer, whether it's in-house counsel or outside counsel. You're going to get a letter from that lawyer saying, may I please have an extension? In most instances, you're going to say, yes, you can have a reasonable extension. Once the defense is filed, there's a process called discovery, documentary discovery, and oral discoveries. Documentary is that you have to swear an affidavit that lists all documents in your possession that are relevant to the proceedings. The defendant has to do the same thing. Subsequent to that, they have the discovery process, and that's where you sit in a lawyer's office with a court reporter and counsel. The insurer has their representative there. You produce the plaintiff. The plaintiff's lawyer, me, gets to examine the representative for the insurer, and vice versa. They get to examine the plaintiff. As I said, I tend to set it down for pretrial way before that process, so we will know that when we're at discoveries, we know when the trial date is going to be set. Inevitably, there'll be some discussions as to whether or not the parties want to mediate. Mediation is very, very common now, where the parties try to get together with a third-party mediator, usually a Court of King's Bench judge, to see if they can resolve the case. I prefer not to go to mediation until I've exhausted the possibility of settling on our own. I think if you hire a lawyer, they shouldn't just rely on mediation. If they're doing their job, they're going to try to get a settlement. If they can't, and the parties are interested in resolving it at that stage, then the matter can go to mediation. Again, most cases at mediation, much like most civil litigation cases, are resolved at the mediations, the high 90%. And those that don't settle there, it's possible we'll settle thereafter. So this gets back to, what are the chances of going to trial? On a civil claim, they're not very high. Can you go to trial? Absolutely. If you're going to go to trial, you're likely looking at years down the road. But the process itself, generally speaking, starts off, as I say, with serving a claim, going through the discovery process, trying to settle if you can, and if you can't, then you get your day in court.